What's up, guys? It's Wally. Today we're going to be doing some battles with the rental team featuring Revavroom. So I know we just got that distribution with the Revavroom this weekend to celebrate the Paldean Winds, so I thought it'd be fun to actually kind of use a team with the Revavroom to see if potentially we can make that distribution work out for us on a Regulation E team. Now this Revavroom does have Overcoat over Filter. I think both of them do actually have some really good benefit for them. Obviously, Overcoat's going to be nice because that means you're not going to be taking any powder moves with like a Spore, Sleep Powder, or anything like that. And also you're immune to any kind of weather damage. So if you end up terastallizing into water like this one is, you won't be taking any damage from like a sandstorm or anything like that. So I think Overcoat's really nice. Filter's good too because it ends up reducing the amount of damage that you take from super effective attacks. So I think that's extremely beneficial too. But Overcoat, especially with the Mungus out there, I think it'd be pretty beneficial. Now this thing does have Clear Amulet. That way you can end up going with the Shift Gear or just essentially not lose any of your attack or any speed or anything like that holding that thing. So it's really nice because, again, with things with like Intimidate, Icy Wind, and things like that, they're going to want to lower your stats, but with that Clear Amulet, not going to happen. Now, Shift Gear is really nice because it ends up upping your attack by 1 stage and your speed by 2. And since Revavroom does have a 140 attack, this one specific, or 140 speed, this one specifically, once you do a Shift Gear, you're going to be at 280 speed, and you're going to outspeed pretty much anything that isn't a booster. Obviously, Booster Flutter and Booster Bundle are going to be a little bit of an issue, but even something like Reg E, you're going to outspeed after 1 Shift Gear. So that's extremely nice. And then when you have stab moves like Poison Jab and Iron Head, it's even better, because Poison Jab has that chance to end up poisoning, obviously, and then Iron Head has the chance to flinch. And that's going to make it so, obviously you're going to be going first with the Shift Gear. So doing an Iron Head, you have the potential to flinch and make it so that your ally can actually strike without having to worry about taking an attack. So that's extremely nice. And Revavroom, again, with that +1 to the attack, that Poison Jab and the Iron Head are going to hit extremely hard. Now, the one downside to Revavroom, of course, is with the Steel and the Poison typing, you do have that 4x weakness to ground, so that's something you're going to have to really worry about. And that's partially why Rillaboom's there. That way, if we see something with like Earthquake, we can end up putting Rillaboom out there to be able to have the damage of that Earthquake. And the other ground moves, that's going to be still a bit of a worry. But of course, we do have Terra, and that Water Terra is going to make it so that we don't have to really worry about a super effective ground move that ends up becoming a neutral hit. And then, of course, the fire moves that could potentially go into you, that would end up becoming a resistance then. So again, a lot of good things with this Revavroom, and I think there are a lot of good things that we can do with it. It's going to be a lot of fun, and a big thank you out to Lycan for putting this team together on such short notice. But even on the short notice, I think this is going to be a really awesome team, and I'm really excited to use it. So we'll get into the battles, but before we do, as always, if you guys are new here, just haven't chat, please make sure to go down and hit the subscribe button. If you guys do enjoy the video, please make sure to drop a like too. But let's get into the battles. Okay, now this is one where we might actually be able to start with Revavroom. I am a little worried about Ogerpon, don't get me wrong, we can always terastallize into water with that. But either way, the good thing about that though is if they do want to end up going with their what's the Aurora Veil, then at least we would have a Steel move to go over to there, and that is a 4x effective move, which is extremely nice. We are going to end up bringing Tornadus first though. I do feel like we kind of need Tailwind, and also with that we kind of need to change the weather so they don't get an Aurora Veil up. Let's do that. Let's go Revavroom. We'll have Rillaboom in the back along with... Yeah, I think we're going to go with Landorus as well. I think that'll be good. Got a couple good ground moves. That'll be extremely nice. And we'll see if we can... we'll see if we can stop their Aurora Veil before they can put it up. Although, watch them go out with something like... I don't know, like Roaring Moon and Rillaboom, or Roaring Moon and Goldango, or something like that. But either way, I think we can find a way to counter all this type of stuff, So, I think we're going to be okay. Think. We may end up starting off with the Tailwind and a Shift Gear, depending on who they start with. If there's Fake Out pressure, we're obviously going to have to do something different. Alright, Roaring Moon and Milotic. Okay. It's not bad. Ice, water, dark, flying. Okay, no. We're gonna be fine here. No Terra needed. It's fine. Let's get our Tailwind up. Let's get a Shift Gear. Let's up that attack and up that speed. Beautiful. Don't tell me you're Hypnosis. Big setup turn. Let's go. I like that. That makes me happy. Got a Tailwind. We get a Shift Gear. And then in all honesty, I think a Poison Jab will take out Roaring Moon. Roaring Moon doesn't have the best special physical defense. So at least we'll get a really good move off over there. Let's do that. Part of me wants to taunt the Milotic just in case they have Hypnosis, but let's go with the Bleak Wind Storm instead. I like that. And let's go with the Poison Jab over to Moon. Don't think we're faster than Moon, but well, actually, now with the Shift Gear as well as the Tailwind, we might actually have the speed on them. Question is, do they terrastalize? Do they just stay the same? They're terrastalizing. It's going to be a little bad for us. As long as that's not like a ground terror with like Earthquake, we're going to be fine though. Okay, well, I wasn't expecting a Poison Terra. Yikes. Okay, well, we wouldn't have been able to KO then, regardless. Some good damage regardless, though. Good, drop their speed. Yikes. High Clear Amulet. Oof. Oh, Tornadus! Holy cow! Even on the Life Orb. Gotta love that. Let's go Bleak Wind again. And I'm gonna go Poison Jab down into Milotic. I think that'll be better. I think we're gonna be able to hit the Bleak Wind. We'll definitely hit the Bleak Wind first. But if they end up protecting Moon here, that would be pretty bad. So let's get that. Gonna do. I don't think either of you have priority. I think they're trying to think if they want to swap someone out or just protect. Good. Glad we called that one. Do we pick up the KO over there now? Come on. Just please hit the Bleak Wind for me. Come on, Torn. Thank you. Woo! Let's go. Okay, I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Alright, we're in a good spot now. We're in a good spot. We're gonna have to take out Moon on this next one, though. Ooh, unless this is Rillaboom. Ah, this is Rillaboom. I mean, we'll still be fine from, like, a Grassy Glide perspective. But, yeah, from the, fake-out perspective, that'll be a little tough. Ooh, but it's Ninetales. And that's fair as well. Alright. We're going to go for the Bleak Wind, though. That way we can try to knock out Roaring Moon. And like I said, I really want to knock out Ninetales before they're able to set anything. And since we have a +2, as well as Tailwind for one more, I don't think that's a bad idea. Yeah, I don't think that's a bad idea. Nice. Ooh, if we hit this, this is going to be real good. It's going to be real good. Dunzo. And it's going to be a singular target, too. That's the best thing. If we hit this, KOs. If not, well, then you know what happens. Let's go. Bye, Ogerpon. Now all we have to do is Tailwind, Iron Head, and we are good to go. Revavroom takes game 1. Not that this is a tour or anything like that. It's just the first game that we're playing. But, regardless, we still get the win then. I appreciate that. And they also lost their speed boost from the Proto because they ended up swapping out. So we're good to go. Let's go Tailwind. Let's go Iron Head. And let's call that a game, friend. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Gotta love Revavroom being out there that entire time and absolutely just annihilating everyone. Good game. Now, honestly, this actually looks like a really fun team. But one we're definitely going to have to take down right here. So what we're going to end up doing is let's start with Revavroom, as well as Tornadus too. Why not? I think that's a good call. In the back, though, we're definitely going to have to bring Rillaboom. I think that's kind of a no-brainer right there. Problem with Clefairy is that they do have 2 Poison Mons, so it's not like we're going to be able to bring them. Could end up bringing Landorus. We would just have to know that we would potentially have to terrestrialize that into Poison. It actually wouldn't be the worst thing. So let's go with them. Let's go with them. I will say I'm a little worried about potentially Glimmora having like Earth Power or something like that. But hopefully we don't even see Glimmora out there at all. I love the Pokemon, don't get me wrong, but don't like facing it myself. Oh, awesome! There it is! Alright, that's okay. Go with the Protect on the first one. Actually, no. Here's what we're going to end up doing. I should go with the Shift Gear. It's maybe dumb because they may end up going for an Earth Power here, but you know what? That happens, you know? We'll end up losing Revavroom then, and we'll just have to deal with the 2 months that we have left too, along with Torn. Alright, we'll get the Shift Gear. Now, they could have gone for a Power Gem, but if they do have Earth Power... Oh, they did go for a Power Gem, okay. Sorry. Here's what we do then. Tailwind as well, cool. That allows us to go with the with Landorus and go with the Poison Terra. So let's actually, let me think about this. Poison Jab up into Pelipper, and let's Terra. Yeah, let's Terra and let's go. Yeah, we'll have to go for the Earth Power into Glimmora. They may swap out, but honestly, or they could terrestrialize too. But honestly, I think it's going to do just an absolute ton over there, and it's going to be more than enough to be able to pick up a KO. Even if, well, if they are AV'd, but let's go. I'm glad we went with the Earth Power. Get the Poison Jab first. No poison, no. So we get the Earth Power. Oh, they have Sash. Rough. Ooh, but they do go Power Gem. Neutral hit. Wow, it's a lot of damage. Alright, that's fine. That's not a problem. Let's go Poison Jab over there. Yeah, and I think we're going to have to go Earth Power over there again. Yeah, so we'll pick up these 2 KOs. That's a good thing. And the good thing is we didn't spread the Toxic Spikes on our side. That's fantastic. Yeah, so the Sash was a little unfortunate, to be honest with you. But glad they ended up going with the Wide Guard. That's a positive thing for us. But alright, now who do we have to deal with as our final 2 Mons? I'm guessing one of them is going to be Basculegion, and the other one is going to potentially be... maybe Overcoat? Oh, it's a Ludicolo. That's fine, we can double protect here. What do we have for Tailwind? Tailwind 1 left. It really honestly doesn't matter at this point. I will say though, big problem, 2 Swim Mons. That's going to be a bit of an issue. But if we can survive their attacks, we do at least have Rillaboom in the back. Rillaboom's going to be incredibly pivotal here. They are going to have to Terra. My guess is it would be Basculegion. However, it's possible that they want to take away the poison weakness from Ludicolo. So honestly, whoever they Terra, never mind. Here comes a Fake Out and... Okay. Last respects down there. That's fine. Alright, here's the... Well, we're still going to be slower, I think, with Revavroom. Yeah, all the Tailwinds are gone, but again, we are +2, but I don't think that that's going to make much of a difference in the Swift Swim. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go for a Poison Jab over into Ludicolo. Let's go with the Earth Power from the Basculegion. That'll make it so that the Grassy Glide will be a quick pickup for all of them. Doesn't matter, we get the Poison Jab first. I'm glad we outspeed. Now they can only take out one Mon, and now we are in a much better spot to win. That's fine. Revavroom did its job. It did a damn good job with it, too. I am super proud of that. They're a Life Orb, and they're going to lose their Swift Swim here because of the rain about to be gone. And again, we have... not that we're going to be able to Fake Out, but at least we have priority with the Grassy Glide. So now, I think we just have the dub. I know it's a little preemptive here, but good game. Let's go. Grassy Glide, Earth Power, and there we go. That's what I'm talking about. I know Revavroom got knocked out right there, but honestly, again, after that one Shift Gear, you're fast enough to be able to outspeed a lot of things, and again, with that Poison Jab, especially into a partial grass Pokemon right there, you know you're going to pick up the KO. So there we go. Good game. Oh man, a Go-Goat. Been a little while. All right. It's going to be pretty interesting. I'm not going to lie. Well, let's start with our Tailwind because it looks like that's what they're going to go with too. And honestly, let's go with the dog. Yeah, I think that'll be pretty good. It'll go well into a lot of those things and be able to resist a few things too. Revavroom, I think, is going to be pretty good as well here. Part of me really wants to go with Landorus here. I am just a little worried about Rapid Strike. Assuming that's Rapid Strike. If that's Single Strike, then no. I probably would have chanced it on Lando. Although having a priority with Grassy Glide is actually really nice. Especially if we have the speed with the Tailwind and we're able to do that before a Sucker Punch. That'd be nice. Ah, of course. Of course. I love it, though. You gotta love Drago. You gotta love Drago. Alright, here's what we're going to do. Let's go with our Tailwind here. Let's go with that Rock Slide. We're going to be able to survive a... Ooh, they do get Earth Power, though, don't they? Okay, that works for me. I'm okay with that. Double Tailwinds. And at least we're going to be able to hit them with the Rock Slide on this one, too. It's going to do some really good damage. Maybe about half if we hit, I think. That's a lot more than half, and I love it. Absolutely love it. Alright, part of me wants to swap into Revavroom, but honestly, probably a good idea not to. So let's go with the Bleak Wind Storm. Let's go with the Rock Slide one more time. Sorry, thankfully for us, we do have the Covert Cloak. So we do get this Bleak Wind Storm first. Arcanine, on the other hand, no. Okay, at least we get damage over there. We'll take that. We'll take that. We should survive. Well, not Tornadus, but Arcanine does, which is really good for us. Yeah, we're missing these Bleak Winds left and right, unfortunately. But at least we hit our Rock Slides. And honestly, that's pretty damn important. I appreciate that. That's actually... No, that might... Yeah, that might be in range. That might be in range for an extreme speed. Let's go with Revavroom. A little worried that they might protect on the next one if we go with Rillaboom so that they can actually get a... Should've went with them. Alright, that's fine. Here's what we're gonna do. Let's stay what we are. Let's go for a Shift Gear. And let's go for that extreme speed over there. Once we do a Shift Gear, we're gonna be able to outspeed Hershey. And anyone else they send out for that matter. Okay, that wasn't quite enough. Wow, going Surging Strikes on Revavroom. I'll be honest, not what I was expecting. I thought they were going to do that and try to take out Rilla. Or not Rilla, Arcanine. Get the Shift Gear. If they go Dragon Energy, it's not going to be strong enough. Gonna go Earth Power. Fair enough. Fair enough. Alright. Now the good thing is we do have Rilla here. We do have Rilla here. Question is, who do they have in the back? Maybe a Rilla of their own, honestly. Alright, that's fine though. We're going to end up going with a Poison Jab over there. We're going to go for the, yeah, for the Fake Out over into, Smart Call. This is going to be Rilla. No, it's Goldie! It's Goldie! Oh my! Oh my! That is not good for us. With the Poison Jab, we'll pick up the KO. I appreciate that. I don't know how we're gonna knock that thing out, though. Tailwind's gone. So is theirs. I'm gonna go Poison Jab over there. Let's go Water. Let's go Poison Jab over there. And let's go for the Grassy Glide as well. They may go for like an Aqua Jet or something like that. So let's make sure that we KO them right here. I do not want to deal with an Aqua Jet. But we'll be able to survive it here once we Terastallize, though. Question is, yeah, I don't know what they end up doing here. It's a little worrisome, if I'm being honest with you. We actually picked that up! That is not good! I mean, that's great, don't get me wrong. But the problem here is now we have the Poison Jab going over there. And that's not going to do anything. That is heartbreaking. Come on, Rilla, survive this, buddy. Oh, we got this. We got this, I think. I think we can still do this here. That was their last Mon. So let's end up going with an Iron Head over there. We could potentially get them to flinch. And let's go for that high horsepower. Yeah, there are a lot of things in this game that I would have done a lot differently, but, let's go. Let's go. But that's okay. In the end, we ended up getting the win here, and I think that's the most important thing. Yeah, again, I would go back and change a lot of things from that battle, and a lot of decisions that we ended up making, but, again, you know what? It ended up resulting in a victory, and I will take that. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Revavroom, even though like that thing almost got knocked out by the Surging Strikes, still stayed on the field and ended up somehow picking up a victory against Goldengo. Glad we were able to survive there. Good game. So despite the fact that it does have the same problem as Hisuian Arcanine, where it has that 4x weakness to ground, I still think that Revavroom could actually do pretty well. I mean, the Steel and the Poison type is actually really interesting because you end up turning the fighting types into neutral hits because of the poison. And also, you do have something that is going to be a 4x resistance on something like Flutter Mane with the Fairy. I mean, obviously, you do have to worry about Chi-Yu with the Fire because, you know, you're a Steel type and all that, but honestly, it could be a pretty good counter to that. If you do see Chi-Yu, you could always Terastallize into water. You'd end up getting those things as, like, neutral hits. But honestly, if that's what you need to save you and be able to take out something like Flutter Mane, so be it. You got to do it, you know? But again, Revavroom is actually a really strong Pokemon. Once you get his Shift Gear, you get that +1 to the attack, the +2 to the speed. You're going to outspeed a lot of things. I mean, this thing is a 140 speed. So, assuming they're not like a Booster Energy Flutter, Booster Energy Bundle, or something like that, if you do end up getting that Shift Gear, you're going to pretty much outspeed pretty much anything. I mean, you'd end up outspeeding Regieleki, I believe, because I think Regieleki is 277 max speed or something like that. So getting that Shift Gear can be extremely important. And then having stab moves like Poison Jab and Iron Head make it an extremely dangerous Pokemon. And of course, you do have that Poison chance with the Poison Jab too, so that makes it even better. I mean, obviously, you saw in that last battle, going up against Goldengo, that made it a little bit tough. But honestly, with the Shift Gear and the +1, you can still do some pretty decent damage over to that thing. But again, Revavroom, I think could be a lot of fun, especially since we're getting that distribution. Maybe you can actually use it on one of your teams. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed the battles. If you guys did, make sure to drop a like. We'll see you guys next time.